everybody, it's Joanna. Tonight, I am making the Pioneer Woman's amazing recipe for potato soup. Oh, wait, here, let me share it out to my friends like I always do on Facebook. Since we're doing this live, it'd be nice if I had some friends to talk to. Potato soup. And this is the Pioneer Woman that's on the Food Network. I love her cooking show, okay? I'm going to turn my camera down a little bit. Here, we have some bacon grease because this morning I fried the kids 6 or 7 pieces of bacon, and this recipe calls for you to render down, cook down. Hey, Flippin' Hustler, you made it. Sweet. This recipe calls for you to cook 6 or 7 pieces of bacon first for the grease to cook your vegetables and stuff in. But hey, I cooked bacon this morning, so I'm just going to save my grease. It sat in that pan all day. No problem. And then while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to peel my potatoes here real quick. I just need a bowl to put all these peelings in, so I can make one stop for the trash. I'm using my little handy dandy potato apple peeler thing here. But I am not going to hand cut all these potatoes into dices. I'm going to use my food processor to chop it up for me, because I used to cut all this by hand when I didn't have a food processor, and now that I have one, I am using that baby.
I want to help.
You want to help?
I want to sit down.
First, we're going to peel the potatoes here, buddy. Real quick. Here, you want to get in front of me so you can see what's going on? Oh, just be careful here. We've got our grease going on the stove. Yeah. No, don't be blowing up my flame. And we have our apple pie in the stove. Cooking. It's got a few minutes left on it. And I actually turned the temperature down on it because it was at 450.
On the outside.
And I think it needs to go a few more minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my timer to like 10 minutes.
Look, it has a middle
minutes.
on the side of it. It have a middle on the side of it.
There's a middle on what?
No, it don't have a patch on side of it.
No. Oh, Junk Trader's here too. I'm taking pics, having an adult beverage, and watching you. Sounds good, Junk Trader. Heather the reseller. Hello, is this vegetarian? Well, kind of, except that we're using bacon grease. That's the only part of the recipe that's not vegetarian.
I can cut it out. I can put it out. I can use water to
I guess you could use vegetable oil if you wanted there, or olive oil. But because we are country style in this, hey, that's enough. Now we're going to turn that off.
How do you turn it off?
Pot here. I already turned it off.
I turned it.
And I'm just going to pour the bacon grease in there because our onions and potatoes are going to fry up.
How do you turn it on again? How do you turn it on? How do you turn it on?
Don't worry about turning it on quite yet. Actually, before I do the rest of these potatoes, we're going to take care of the onions.
Mommy, don't have a patch in it either.
What?
They have no candle in it.
The fire's off, honey.
Look, that one have a patch and that one have a patch. It don't have a patch, that one don't have a patch and that one don't.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Well,
Don't have a patch. Mommy, I want to cook now.
I'll make you cook in just a minute. Let me cut my onions, okay? Please? Okay, I'm just going to cut the top and bottom end off. And this is all stuff from my grocery haul video I did the other day. So, heck yeah. Love homemade gravy with bacon grease. Ooh, yummy. Okay. Just peeled the skin off my onion there, guys. Sorry. Walked out of frame. And like I said, I am not chopping this all up by hand because onions, I can't see. So I'm just going to dice this into a few chunks here. Move my potato peelings out of the way so you can see. And then, like, this outside layer peels right off, and you can throw that away because it's kind of yucky anyway. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let me move the bacon grease back there. And Junk Trader, you're not alone. I'm enjoying an adult beverage too. Thanks for being here. She's a reseller and cooks too. Yeah, thanks everybody for being here. Pretty quick, you're going to get a look at the apple pie that's in the oven. Okay, now I'm taking out my chopper blade for my food processor. It's basically vegetarian, so you heard it, because you could use olive oil. Yeah, definitely. Okay. See that? Sorry, it might get loud here when I run my food processor. So we're going to put the onions in first. They take a little longer. I'm vegetarian wannabe. That's cool. We're just going to put our onion in here. This piece is kind of big. I'm going to chunk him down a little bit. Just keep filling it up here. Now, maybe I should. Oops. Ow. Drop the onion. I threw most of that away. The inside part looked okay. Okay. Now we're going to put the lid on. And yes, this is old. This is a Sunbeam food processor. I don't know if you guys can see it very well over there. And I think that's diced up where I want it. So you're going to add the onions to the pot here. And you're supposed to have carrots for this recipe, but when we went grocery shopping a week ago, my husband was pushing me through the store and I forgot the carrots. So we're just going to do without. Oh, it also calls for celery, but I don't like celery. So, you know, you could pretty much add whatever you want to potato soup. It can kind of be a free-for-all. Put back on there, put my chopper blade back in. I think it's time to put the milk on the pie crust, so the crust will brown up nice. So, Junk Trader, I didn't do this part earlier. Hey, Chick Picker, are you here? What's up, girl? Okay, check out this wonderful homemade apple pie. Yum. But I don't think the crust is really done yet, so we're going to take a little bit of milk here we already got. And we're going to apply milk to the crust. And you can see the edges of the crust are kind of too done. But that's okay. Timer off. We're making this pie for Aunt Kathy today, so she's just glad to have an apple pie. But I kind of want the top of this lattice top to be like more golden brown instead of white and flowery looking. So yeah, when I cook, I'm cooking like crazy, y'all. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you need the oven glove. If you don't have one, you need an oven glove. Because look, I'm just going to pick it up like that. Put it in there and push it back. Okay, back to my potatoes. Oh wait, I still got some onions here. So I'll throw them in. Again, sorry if my food processor is a little loud, but my laptop is over there on the other side of the counter, so we'll see. Okay. Just gonna do the same thing here. I'm just gonna, oh wait, maybe that's not too much off balance or something. Let's try breaking it up a little bit with my raw hands here. I just hate chopping onions by hand. It burns my eyes so bad. They're still kind of. There we go. There they go. Okay, that's probably too small of a dice, but that's okay. Onions. Boiled onions. Okay, dumping the rest of the onions in the pot here. They're actually chopped really, really fine that time. Oops. Okay. Now, onto the potatoes. So I'm just gonna move my computer back a little bit here, guys, so you can see better. These ones I've cut already. I'm just gonna chop them down a little bit. So it'll be easier when it goes through my food processor. I was so lucky that my cousin had found one at a yard sale, and her daughters both already had one, so I could buy it from her. So score. Like, heck yeah. And I need it for my zucchini relish, so. You want a piece of pie? I'll have to ask Aunt Kathy if you can have a. I bet she wouldn't care. She'd give you a piece of her pie, wouldn't she? It's not done yet, honey. My son loves apple pie, and he's like begging for a piece of Aunt Kathy's apple pie. I don't think she'll care. And because I don't really want my potatoes chunked up as much as the onions did, I won't. Maybe I'll just use that hand switch and kind of do it at the rate I want. And I did already wash and scrub my potatoes. You want to do that since they are growing in the dirt. You don't want any dirt in your food. I'm struggling with my potato peeler here. Peeled too many apples this summer, I guess. That's a little bitty one. Let's just. And this recipe calls for 8 russet potatoes. But because they're a little bigger than red potatoes, I used a few more. Just, you know, I want my potato soup to be nice and chunky potatoes, so. And these little eyes and stuff, that doesn't really matter. So, just gonna chunk him up there and throw him in. And maybe we'll run the food processor here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop there, yeah. There's one that didn't get quite chunked up, so we'll pull him out and save him for the next batch. Thanks for giving me thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. I eat egg, but cut back way on it. Huh, okay. Not sure what you're talking about, Flippin' Hustler. Or Hustler. Oh, Hustler the reseller, because you're vegan. Okay. So I'm just going to keep chunking my potatoes up here. That's kind of the size I got through my food processor, but that's okay. I'll deal with it. That's all right. This is the first time I've used my food processor to do this, so that's okay. But it's saving me from having to hand cut. That makes me happy. Put it back in. Okay, well, maybe I should chunk them a little smaller. Maybe they chop up a little quicker. We're going to throw these in the food processor here, and I'm going to keep peeling. So I only got like 4 or 5 left. So much easier than cutting up apples. OMG. Guys, for real. Okay. You know what? I think my apple pie is looking so good that I'm just going to turn the oven off and let it sit in there so that it doesn't brown too much and burn while I'm doing this. Okay. Let me get all the skin off here. Those eyes, I'm not really worried about those. They're not going to hurt anything. The only thing I forgot that I had to buy for this recipe was heavy whipping cream, because I also forgot that on my shopping trip, but that's okay. I got that at the grocery store today while I was there. I didn't have to get anything else, just heavy cream, and then Jolene wanted popsicles, so I think we made out pretty good there. Okay. Okay, one more left after this one, and we'll be done with the potatoes. Peeling them anyway. See, this is kind of a fatter one, and I had some smaller ones, so I try to pick, a good assortment so that you end up with enough potatoes in there. You know, I like mine chunky, so I want a lot of potatoes in there. So there's our scrap bucket. I don't know if the rabbits will eat that or not. I could try to feed it to them. So I'm just chunking my potatoes here so that maybe the food processor will process them a little easier, not struggle so much. Put our lid on here. Come on, baby. Uh-oh. That don't sound good. Maybe I got too many in there. Maybe I should start with a smaller amount. Let's see what happens. Get my hand in there to get them out of the way. Come on, there we go. Uh-oh. You might be in trouble. I might have killed the food processor. Well, so much for that. I guess I'll have to chunk the rest of them by hand. I don't know what I did here. This stupid thing. See, maybe that wasn't worth buying from her on a yard sale. I don't know. It worked before, but whatever. I'm just going to chunk these real quick like this here. Even though the other ones were chopped a little finer. That way we'll have some good chunks to taste when we're eating it, you know? I'm sure I'll mess around with that food processor later and it'll turn right on, so whatever. It's done this to me before and it's like annoying, like, really? That's too big of a chunk. Cut him up a little more. I was going to come live after I cut my potatoes, but you never know what's going to happen, so that's alright. So again, I'm just cutting the potato here. In reasonable kind of chunks. So we can get them in the pot. And that was a big chunk. I don't want that big a chunk there. But if you don't have a food processor, this is how quick it is cutting potatoes. I mean, it's not a big deal. To me, I hate cutting onions, so the onions is a much bigger deal than potatoes. Some of my chunks are a little big there, so I'm just kind of... Yeah, wow, those other pieces were really pureed. Maybe I'm glad that didn't work out. I guess I could have this on the fire, couldn't I? Okay, so put my vegetables and potatoes on the fire. They are in bacon grease to kind of fry up and give them a good taste. Bacon grease that I saved from this morning when we had bacon. Okay. There's a few more left over there in the food processor. I'm gonna have to chunk up, but that's okay. Throw those in there. I'm gonna get my spoon out. So I can kind of start tossing the onions and the potatoes in here because we want them to fry up in the bacon grease. You know, get that flavor of the bacon grease. That was the whole point of the bacon grease. That's the reason I saved my bacon grease, because the recipe calls for you to cook 6 or 7 pieces of bacon, but I already made bacon once today, so. What's up, buddy?
I want to do it.
Oh, I have 3 thumbs up. Thanks, guys.
Hey, guys. I want to do it.
The food processor quit, babe.
What?
It quit. You believe that? I don't know what happened. I guess I overpowered it.
How is it? What?
I know I didn't blow a fuse because my charger's still over there plugged in. I can see it charging. No, Aunt Kathy's at the hospital, she said, babe.
Still?
Yeah, no.
Why?
Poor thing.
It's not working. It's quitting.
I know, those are for the grater part. Shut up, please, and put it back. I don't want you messing with my tools. I'll cut your fingers.
They're not really great.
Those for the graters. Yep.
Wait.
There.
That's
Let me do it, please. I don't want you to cut your fingers. Okay?
That what you need from the food?
I don't want no more happen in the food processor, babe.
I don't know. Put it in there. Look, this is
Yeah, leave those alone, please. Please, 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 please stop. Please stop.
They're going to quit it.
We're going to put the lid on here. I don't want you playing with the food processor. Get your hands in there, okay? I wonder if that was even in all the way. That's just for curiosity's sake. Let's just see. Yep, yours fine now. That's just the thing with those food processors. They can be picky. The lid wasn't on all the way, I guess. But that's all right. We're almost done chopping the potatoes.
It was a plug.
I got my fire on about 3 here on my stove.
It was a plug after all.
That's starting to smell good. Yummy. Actually, I might turn it down to like 2. Because I don't want everything to cook up before I get the rest of the potatoes in there. So, I'm just going to kind of chop them here pretty quick.
Tomato.
Tomato. No, that's an onion, honey. Don't peel that onion until we're ready to use that one. We've already got onions in here. Okay?
I was going to be the first habit.
You don't need to peel it to look at it. You can already look at it right now. Sorry, my son's Joseph's over here helping me in the kitchen today. Aren't you, Joe? But we already, oops. Got my fingernail there.
Yeah. Hey, it's purple.
I told you that's the skin. It's a purple onion.
Onion?
Yeah, it's a purple onion.
Wow,
Okay. Joseph, don't peel any more off, please. We've got to save it for our next meal, okay? Do you know where your cup is? If you bring me your cup, I'll make you Coke. Okay. 1 more potato left here, guys. Then we turned our oven off. Yeah, the pie's done. The pie's done. It is nice and bubbly. Does it smell good? Okay.
Coke in this one.
Okay, I'll put Coke in that one. Hold on, can I chop this one potato?
No.
Please?
Please, I don't want to miss it. Yeah.
Where's your cup at, babe?
It's right here.
Okay. All right, guys. Sorry, I gotta stir my potatoes and get Joseph a Coke real quick. I might still have that a little too high. And when I come back, I will give you a shot of what the pot looks like here. And I'll see if I can find something to put my computer on so you can see in the pot while I'm adding stuff to the pot. Okay, Joseph, your cup. Where's your cup again? Oh, I see it. On the floor. Can you turn the light on? Here you go, babe. I think that'll work. Okay, sorry guys, I had to get my part box for all my cell phone parts because it's big enough. Ooh, yeah, that worked good. Okay, so now you can see I'm just stirring up the potatoes and the onions. And I don't want them cooked all the way through, but most of the way. Not even most of the way. Let's just say halfway, okay? But most of those potatoes I put in the first time that I diced through the food chopper, food processor, actually turned out a little thin. But it doesn't matter. The onions turned out thin because Joseph doesn't like them. And we're kind of hiding it from him. Okay. So, forgive me for a minute. I got to turn my screen up so I can look back at my recipe. Add onions, carrots, celery, stir, and cook for 2 minutes or so. Then add the diced potatoes, cook for 5 minutes, which they've probably been cooking about 5 minutes while I was chopping the other ones. And I'm just going to leave the pie in there and let it keep browning. Let me go down the page here. Ah, that's what I forgot. Now, we're going to season it a little bit. We're going to season it with here we go. A little bit of salt and a little bit of ground cayenne red pepper. Okay, so I'm just using my jar that had a little left in it. I think I'm actually going to start saving my little spice jars in case I start grinding my own spices. Okay, and I'm going to put just a tad more in here because we use this in our chili, and oh, is it good. Gives you just a little heat without being too overpowerful. A little salt. There wasn't much left in my salt shaker either. Okay. And then cook for 5 minutes, seasoned with salt, pepper, and Cajun spice. So that's what we're going to do. And I will turn my... Hey guys, if you have any questions, just throw them out, while you're here, because I will stop and look at the chat and I can see. I know, Flippin' Hustler, how'd you miss the apple pie filling live, or the apple pie live, right, bud? But I did already have my homemade pie crust made and rolled out, so my video is kind of short, but that's okay. I think most people can look up other videos of how to make pie crust. You know, it's not that hard, especially with lard from pigs, pig fat. So. What is this? Oh, that's Ryan. Sure. Hello. I'm cooking potato soup, baby. Okay. I already got drinks, sweetheart. You sold $2 tonight? Oh. Really? And you rattled them in? Holy cow, babe. Oh, down in the cornfield. Oh, okay. That little grass waterway area. Right. Sweet. Pretty quick. Yeah, Friday, you better be out there hunting, baby. I know, and I gotta cook the food in the freezer. Okay, that's fine, babe. All right. Bye. Sorry, my husband's he bow hunts and he's so excited. He's a new bow hunter. I think this is like his 3rd year of bow hunting. So he's really, really excited. Okay, now I think these have cooked for 5 minutes. Pretty close. You guys see them? I know there's so much steam coming out of the pot. It's probably hard to really see, but I'm kind of trying to stir it to this side. Can you see them in there? Yeah? Okay, so now, excuse me, I gotta move my screen up so I can look at my recipe here. Now we are going to pour in the broth and bring to a gentle boil. Cook for 10 minutes or until the potatoes are starting to get tender. Whisk together the flour and milk in a separate bowl and pour into the soup. Okay. How much chicken broth? Now, Heather, this might be another place. It says chicken broth or vegetable broth, so you could totally convert to vegetable broth. 8 cups of low-sodium chicken broth. Okay. So there is 8 ounces in a cup. So 8 times 8 is 64 ounces. And look what I just happened to time perfect. I got 2 packs of 32 ounces, which is 64 ounces. So we're just going to add both of these here. Can you see? I'm sorry. And these are also from the grocery haul at Save A Lot. I'm telling you guys, everything I've been trying to make is from my grocery haul. Yum, yum, yum. But no Cajun spice. Oh. Sorry, hip flipping mama. You can, like I said, you don't have to have that in there if you don't want. Okay. So we're just going to add our chicken broth here to the pot. Wow. I've never used this kind before. This is a new one, so I'll tell you if I like it, if we approve or not. I'm sure we will, though. I think these were like $1.99 a piece, maybe? I don't remember. I don't know where my recipe is. And we used half a bag of potatoes, and we used 1 onion, and the onions were 99 cents a pound, I remember. So this is a pretty cheap meal you can throw together, you know, in the middle of winter if you don't want to go grocery shopping and you have all this stuff on hand. Gosh, I can't get all the. What in the world is that? Is that chicken goop trying to come out? I don't know what that was. I think we got it all. Did we get it all out? No, there's still more in there. This is weird. This is like the weirdest package of chicken broth I've ever seen, but squeeze that sucker. I have no patience. I know, right? I guess I should have done that. Wasn't really thinking, ooh, that's like chicken membrane stuff. Okay, we're done with that one. I just keep checking my pie. I do have the oven off, but I just keep looking at it. Make sure it's not too brown. It's getting too brown. And we're going to add the second bottle here. That one came out perfect. Okay. Now, we're just going to turn this up. I'm going to turn it up to about a 4. Yeah, I'm going to turn it to a 4 here. And I'm going to give it a stir so our potatoes and onions aren't sitting on the bottom of the pot. I am kind of scraping the bottom here, guys. That's stock, isn't it? Not broth. Maybe? I thought I bought broth. You're right, though. It's chicken stock. It's chicken stock. I'm sorry. I must have bought the wrong thing when I was at the store, but that's okay. It's chicken stock, chicken broth. They all pretty much look the same anyway. And that actually looks really good compared to how it normally is. So, we're going to wait for this to come to a slow boil. That's why it's slimy. Oh, that's all right. We're gonna improvise a little bit, I guess. Didn't mean to there, but gonna have a little improvising. Hip flipping mama. And in the meantime, it said flour and milk we had to put together. So I'm gonna move back just a tad here. Okay, let me see what my recipe says. 1 cup of milk and 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Okay. And I'm just using the milk I had left over from my apple pie, since it didn't get poured in anything. Hey, my computer's in the way. Hold on, guys. I gotta move you again a little bit. Get my flour. Flour.
So, alright. I just want to let you know.
Okay, we're adding 1 cup of milk.
Alright, I love you. I'll see you Friday. Alright. Alright. Alright.
Somewhere there. Okay, adding 1 cup of milk here. Hey, baby.
Oh, you doing that on YouTube?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can tell me all about your hunting story.
I'll tell you all about your hunting.
They'll listen. They don't care.
Well,
That's what she's doing.
it'd be better if I showed you on this map. And that way you could get a perspective of what.
Put the water
It was
back
weird,
down.
man. It was totally weird. Because. Okay, there's Dale's.
3 tablespoons all-purpose flour. Okay.
Anyways.
Tablespoon.
Okay. Here's where I'm set up. I'm set up about right here. Okay, right here.
Okay.
I'm set up there.
And that grass waterway's right through here,
No,
right?
no. That's
Or over
down.
here?
That's down here. That's down here on this bottom.
Okay.
Okay, and this over here is Chris's.
Okay.
Right. So I'm right here, and
that's 1/2.
And the sun's getting ready to go down. it's about sunset.
Okay.
So, anyways, I decided to go ahead and reach down and grab my rattle bag.
Oh, okay.
Well, as I'm grabbing my rattle bag, I get a glimpse out of the corner of my eye, and there's a buck down there. Well, I take my eye off of that damn rattle bag, and that rattle bag hits that damn aluminum ladder and goes ting, and he stopped, and I had to stop, and I felt like I sat there for half an hour waiting, but it was only more like 10 minutes. But anyways, he started moving, he started scraping.
Really?
Oh yeah, scraping, pissing, all that stuff down there. And about that time, he started coming up at me. Well, he came up at me, and where my trail camera is he was probably 10 yards behind that.
Yeah.
But he was in all that thick brush, and he wouldn't come out. I even tried to run him out of there, and he wouldn't come out. And so he ended up moseying on off and went back because he came from this way. He came from this way, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was coming
came
this
across the cornfield.
He was
Everything
coming
come
this
up to
way,
you, huh?
right? Well, I couldn't get no shot on him, and I thought for sure I was going to be able to get him to come in. And I waited because I thought maybe he'd circle around and come back towards me because he was smelling that 69 doe piss that I had sprayed out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, and that's why he was doing those scrapes and everything else.
Okay.
Well, so, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes go by, and I'm like, well, he ain't coming back, you know? So I was like, I'm just going to start rattling. And I'm talking, when I was rattling, I was going, and it's that bag, and it makes it loud.
Makes it loud noise.
And I did that for probably good 2.5 minutes, and all I hear is coming down Chris's hill, coming down from here, coming down that big old hill,
that big hill,
coming down that cliff.
Yeah, it's basically a cliff.
And he hopped the fence, and he was a monster. But he wasn't even inch. I even tried grunting him to get him come back towards me. He wasn't even worried about that. He was looking for whatever
the bucks that were fighting.
He
thought they were fighting.
He was ready for a fight, is what he was ready for.
Dang.
And I kept rattling and thought maybe he'd come back. He never came back.
But
you know what? That means
they're in there though.
They're in the rut big time.
They're in the rut already, huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, good.
That's right. It'll be just a couple more days, and I'm gonna have you one.
Heck yeah, baby.
Ain't no doubt about it.
Sorry, I hope you guys enjoyed my husband's deer hunting story. That was a pretty good one though. See big buck. Okay, so we got our milk and flour in here. I mean, babe, I wish I could have seen that big one like that coming down the hill.
Well, I wish, I tell you what, I wish I would have been down there on that, by the pine tree, and I would have smoked both of them bucks. But
maybe you should sit down there on that pine tree.
Me and Dad were just talking about. I think I'm going to cut some of that.
Cut some of it out.
Cut some of it out so I can stand in the middle of it.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, stand in the middle of it. Plus, they'll cover my scent and everything else. So, yeah, I think I'll have a good opportunity.
Heck yeah, baby. Oh, hey, you want to see Aunt Kathy's pie? You want to see how the pie turned out, baby?
Sure.
Wait, where's
That's
mine?
not even done yet, is it?
Yeah, it's done. It's just kind of waiting for the top to brown.
Are you shut off already?
Yeah, I already shut the oven off. Okay, guys, this is why you need an oven glove.
You did?
It's amazing.
You got that stuff back?
Yeah, I got it at the polling place. We went to the Methodist Church to vote yesterday.
They had it?
I went there, and it was just sitting on the counters.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, then let Connie know, because I said something to Dale about today.
Okay. Will you shut that for me?
That does look good.
I know, Joseph keeps begging me for a piece. I might have to give him a piece. Look how yummy that apple pie looks, guys. Homemade. Oh, venison recipes in the future. Yeah, why not? I'll let my husband do those, because he's such a good
he wants me to do
cooker.
some venison recipes?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, Ryan could do some venison recipes, like poor boys.
I think,
Okay, so anyway, the pie's done, but I am going to put it back in the oven to keep it warm. Just wanted to show you guys. Okay, and we are.
Man.
Let's put those out of the way.
It's gonna be cold Friday, I'll tell you that.
What's the temperature supposed to be Friday, honey?
Cold.
Cold, yeah, that tells me a whole lot.
I don't know, like 30-something degrees. We're supposed to have snow. We're supposed to
have snow?
Half an inch of snow.
Oh my god. I guess it is
I love
November.
First snow, man, them deer gonna be moving.
You guys, I don't know if you guys are close enough here. I'm trying to get you as close as I can. There.
I'm going to shred my
I don't blame you. Hey, Christy. Oh, Thrifty Christy's here. Hey, Thrifty Christy. Sorry you kind of tuned in the middle, but we're making potato soup here, guys, today. And I had to actually turn my burner all the way up to high. Joseph, you can stir, honey, if you want to.
It's not like a...
What? Was you got burnt on the stove. See, that's why you might not be able to help me, honey. You gotta keep your arm up high, like this.
Mommy, so got here.
What?
I got ball right there.
You got burnt right there on your arm. I know he got burnt on the grill, didn't he? Outside at the cookout. Yeah.
Oh yeah, at
Earlier.
a party.
At Matt's birthday party.
So this is kind of strange.
Kind of strange. Does your hubby bait? No, baiting is illegal in Illinois. You're not allowed. The only thing you can do is plant a natural food plot. Because I accidentally, like last year, I accidentally went and I didn't accidentally. I went to the store, to the farm store, and they had this whole aisle of deer attractant stuff. That you just pour it down and go hunting. So they had it on the shelf, and I thought it was legal to use, and I bought it. And he got caught by a CPO officer. He's lucky he got a warning, and that I could show the officer the ticket and say, it's my fault. I bought it.
They're talking about
She asked if you could bait the deer.
can't bait here. You can have a food plot, which don't make no sense, but you can't bait. You can have a food plot, and you can put all the turnips and whatever they like, oats, clover,
alfalfa,
all that stuff. You can put it in as long as you plant it, but you can't put a bait down, which I don't understand.
Even apples count as bait, which is ridiculous.
It's the same thing. I mean, it's the same thing. Like they say, well, if one deer that has CWD comes and eats off of that feed, and another one that don't have it, and it comes in there and eats on it, it's gonna get CWD. But would it be the same concept? Like, say, I plant turnips out of my food plot, and the one that's got CWD comes and eats that turnip and don't eat it all, and then a good deer that don't have CWD comes eats on the same turnip. Wouldn't that be the same concept?
It's still
It's
still gonna spread.
That's Illinois for
you.
Thrifty Christie doesn't know diddly squat about hunting except at the grocery store.
Yeah, you can't get venison at the grocery store.
No, you can't get venison. No, Hip Flippin' Mama, I think, was the one that asked about venison recipes. Yeah, she asked about venison recipes.
I could do it, but I'm not gonna do it until I got some more venison.
Oh, I know. You gotta get a deer first because we've already ate up all our venison in the freezer.
We got one package.
Yeah, we got one roast left or something maybe. Ooh, maybe Poor Boys is in the future then.
Ooh, my shit is hot.
Well, why don't you get down, honey? Please? Will you get down, please? Please?
Well, if I would do it, I should have got cigarettes. That's all right.
You don't have any?
That's all right.
You have one of mine. Okay, guys, I'm gonna flip the screen back down here. And I'm gonna wait. See, it's kind of starting to do a slow boil. I don't know if my camera can pick it up, but it's just the very start. So we want it to boil all over the pot here, In the meantime, I'm just gonna throw them here, baby. Is there any way you take this out front of the compost pile?
Yes, a minute. Okay.
Okay. Rat cats.
Yeah.
Cats.
Rat cats. Rat cats. What is it? Just potato crumbs?
Yeah, it's just potato crumbs. Oh, smelling good already, guys. I know I'm standing way down here and looking at my screen. Nope, have to ask friends for venison, but this weekend dinner at the parents is going to be chill with buffalo meat. Ooh, chili with buffalo meat. That sounds good.
Buffalo?
I've never had buffalo.
Yeah, go out and buy some buffalo. It costs money. Buffalo ain't cheap.
I know it is. It's not. They got a few buffalo ranches here in Illinois, though.
Yeah.
She says, she gets Cherokee Nation commodities. So they had some. Heck yeah. Sweet. She must be Cherokee then, I'm guessing. If she's with the Cherokee Nation and can get their commodities at their store.
They could probably hunt them.
They could probably hunt them, yeah.
Because that's
native to their
just like they could,
heritage.
Because it's native to their heritage.
Yeah. Okay. It's kind of, you see the pot's kind of starting to slow boil? I'm going to turn another light on. Will it help? I don't know if that helps or not. I really need to get a webcam and hook it up, like up here or somewhere above my stove. where you can see Creek Indian. Very lean meat like beef. Creek Indian, but in the Cherokee area. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Can't beat that then. Okay, so it's come to a slow boil. I kind of let, I let it come to where the whole soup was boiling on top. And now, doesn't it look just delicious? I don't know if some of my bigger potato chunks aren't quite cooked up yet, but that's okay because the thing about this potato soup is that, not gonna lie, usually it takes me like 2 hours to cook the soup. So, that's just part of the process. Shoot, as much as I've been canning this summer, everything takes like 5 or 6 hours, so it's like nothing to me. So now, can you see the really bubbling? Really bubbling, 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 bubbling. So I'm going to go ahead and add in the milk and flour mixture here to thicken it up. Oh, wow. I didn't realize there was that much left in the bowl here. Get every little bit out of there. Because this is what thickens it up right here. This and the heavy whipping cream. So, get my hot pads. I don't burn my hand again on the pot here. So I'm just going to stir it in here. And I'm just going to let it keep bubbling and boiling. And I might go on an intermission. I don't know if Todd's still here, the Flippin' Hustler, but he always takes intermissions and shows his lava lamp. But, I don't have my lava lamp here right now, so you'll have to wash the potato soup for me. I'm turning it down. It was on high to get it bubbling and boiling. But I'm going to turn it down to about medium. Be right back. That's cool. I'll be right back too, guys. I'm going to go have a quick smoke. But if you're here, just stay here. I will come back. I'm going to put this more on a medium, see, so it's kind of still slow bubbling. And give me a drink.
pie, got my pie.
What do you want, buckwheat? What do you want, buckwheat? You can't have no pie. That pie's for Kathy, not for you. Smells good. You want a piece of pie? No, you gotta eat first. Yeah, you do.
No.
Yes.
I promise you, I'll call Aunt Kathy. I bet she won't mind if you take one piece of pie. Although she was at the hospital.
If you're
and said, I
good
wish
the rest
they'd
of the
let me
night,
out
you might go and get a piece.
She was like, I wish they'd let me out of this hospital so I could come get that
You
pie right
grab
now.
that box? Or you
Yeah, I
grab
grabbed it out of the big box. All right, my potato soup's really bubbling now. Sorry, guys. Be right back. I still got 3 watchers, though. That's cool. Sorry, I had to take a little time out. And the potatoes take a while to cook up, you know, so I had to take a smoke break. Haven't got my vape fixed yet. Need to get my vape fixed. Might do that this weekend. So I can quit buying cigarettes.
I'm watching something on TV.
Daddy,
She ain't watching
You
it.
want the remote?
What? You found it?
Found the remote when we were cleaning up today and we found Joseph's glasses.
And you found
Oh,
it.
yeah, by the way, where are his glasses?
Where are your glasses?
He didn't have them on when he came to help
There
me.
they are right there. Get them on.
Sorry, we have to be glasses Nazis. My son is 5 years old and always taking his glasses off.
That's your responsibility if you wear them. Get them on.
But the eye doctor said he has to wear them, so he has to wear them. It's starting to smell good. Oh yeah, you can put pepper in here too. I didn't have pepper. I can't find my pepper shaker right now. I'll throw some in on the end when I put mine in my bowl. Ooh, Joseph's having a fit in there. Maybe I should have cooked him longer in the bacon grease, but I was excited. I wanted to get it going. Okay, now I'm going to turn it up a little more since I'm here to watch it, and I can keep it from burning. Joseph! Joseph. You know what? I'll just cut you a little piece. If Daddy said if you're good, we'll give you a piece of pie, okay?
Mommy, please
Will you
get
go on-
Peter Rabbit back home. No.
Yeah, if you want, Daddy, can you put cartoons on for him in the bedroom? Look, Daddy's gonna put cartoons on for you in the bedroom. The Hulk. The Hulk. He helps Captain America. Oh, there's that ladybug, sis. You found the ladybug? No, don't take him bye-bye. He has to go back to school. I really wish I had a cheese grater. Because I don't. And we want the potatoes to be cooked. You know, you don't want to bite into a hard potato when you're eating potato soup. You kind of want it to be cooked through. Not mushy, but definitely cooked through. And these are not cooked through enough because they're such big chunks. I had small chunks and big chunks, so that's just kind of what happened. So I'm just going to keep stirring here. What's going on with you guys? You guys out there having any good sales? I hope you are. Sold another hunting bow, y'all. Woohoo! I was like, heck yeah, $400 hunting bow. Rocket. So my neighbor Jason brought that over here for me to ship out tomorrow. He's already got it in the box for me and everything. So all I got to do is slap the label on it. And oh, it did come with a padded case that couldn't fit in the box. So I'm going to have to put that in a padded envelope. But not a pad envelope, but a poly bag. But I think I got big enough poly bags to fit it. So we just keep stirring. What are you guys all doing for dinner tonight? Or do you already have your dinner? Let's see. I changed the time on this clock. It is 6:01. Sorry, we had to fall backwards with the time change. And I'm running around here still trying to change all my clocks. Because our phones turn automatically, and I don't even think about it. The computer turned automatically. Then all the clocks on the wall haven't turned. I gotta turn them back. So we're just gonna keep stirring them up here. Letting them bubble up. I'm gonna check my recipe. I think I've done this several times before, and I love this recipe. I'm telling you, if you guys do not watch The Pioneer Woman on the Food Network, you should. If you can, you should. If not, she has her own website called www.thepioneerwoman.com. And she's got all her recipes and everything on her website from her show. So, yeah. I also made her corn pudding. Yum. Okay, so it says, we already poured in the broth. Cook for 10 minutes until the potatoes start to get tender. Whisk together the flour and milk. We did that. Okay, now, here is something she calls to do. I kind of stray from the recipe a lot. Like, when I'm canning or freezing, if they tell me to blanch my fruit or vegetables first, I never do. And here, she's wanting us to take out 3/4 of the pot of, or 2/3 of the pot of soup and run it through our blender, blender food processor until completely smooth. Now, I'm not doing that because I do not want blah. Okay, I do not want just a blah puree that is blah. If I wanted that, I could have chopped the rest of my potatoes in the food processor before I fried them. That's not what I want. I want the potato. I want to taste the potato chunks in there. Sorry. I'm on the other screen. I can't see what my camera's showing. But, ooh, yeah, that's really starting to boil good. Boil up good here. Okay, now, since we are not pureeing it, pour back into the pot and stir to combine. Let it heat back up to taste. And stir in parsley for garnish. Where did I miss the heavy cream? I'm sure you had heavy cream. It says it right there at the top. Stir in cream. Oh, stir in cream and then add parsley, which I'm not adding any parsley just because I don't have any fresh parsley. So, look at that baby boiling, man. Look at it boiling. Alright, you see that? Really good? And I want it to boil up. Oh, let's see. Is that piece of potato? That piece of potato is starting to feel soft, and here's a big one. Yeah, see? And this is how I test. I just push it up on the side and see if I can start crushing it. If I do, I'm looking for bigger pieces too to try to test to make sure it's all kind of even throughout, because like I said, you do not want to bite in to a big chunk of uncooked potatoes. Hello. It says 4 people are watching. Thanks for watching me and hanging out with me while we make potato soup tonight, guys. We're almost there. Yeah, see that? That really mashed. Okay, here's a big, wait, I just saw a big chunk. I want a really, really big chunk to test here, like that one. And see, yep, he snapped in half. I think they're pretty close. So now we're going to add in the heavy whipping cream. I don't know, maybe if you're on a diet or something, you could use half and half or use more flour. That looks so good. I know, right, Todd, huh? So we're going to add half a pint of this heavy whipping cream. This is always what gets me. I always hated having milk in a carton when I was a kid because I could never get the carton open. Okay. See, I ripped the carton, but that's okay. It's all going in there. And I've got some allergies. I can't smell it at its full potential, but man, it is starting to smell good. Even my cat just wandered up here like, what do you got cooking on the stove, Mama? And see what a pretty color that turned? It's going to be good, guys. It's going to be good. So I'm just going to let this cook for, I don't know, another 5 minutes, and then it's ready to serve, y'all. Dinner is done, and it took me an hour and 13 minutes. So that's awesome. Because like I said before I had my handy dandy food processor over here, I always chopped up all the potatoes and the onions and the carrots by hand. But tonight we didn't have the carrots, so we didn't add them. You can always add in carrots and celery. I usually always add carrots if I have them, but I do not like celery. From a person that had braces for 8 years, yeah, I can't do celery because it still gets caught in my teeth. That looks so good. Thanks, Todd. It's gonna be bomb, and hopefully this will be enough for us to have dinner tonight and then tomorrow night too. So 2 meals in one. Like I said, I love to cook things in bulk, so that like I slaved over the stove tonight, did the cooking. Tomorrow, just turn it on, warm it up, done, right? And I will try to be good and go back when I edit my video, not edit it, but after my video is over, go back and add the link to her website for the full recipe so that you guys can check out the recipe and do this yourself too if you want. And I'll try to go back to my other videos and add the recipes too. I forgot about that. So yeah, she looks like she's getting done. I'm going to chop up a little bit of cheese. Because like I said, I don't have my I don't have a cheese grater. I should have just bought one at the flea market, but I didn't want to. Come on, Tommy, get out of the refrigerator. Come on. Tommy. I know you're sitting like, I'm so hungry. Feed me. Feed me. Even though you've already had cat food. There's Tommy. Hey, Tommy, look at the camera. Look. There's Tommy. He's been, like, trying to get something off the stove for a while. Come on, buddy. You're going to have to go outside and go eat dinner, okay? And I'll let you come in and lick the potato. Look for the soup bowl, okay? Like I said, if I would have just broke down and bought me a cheese grater at the flea market, but I didn't want to pay. I didn't want to pay $15 for an antique cheese grater either. So you know. Okay, I gotta get the scissors out of here. Sorry, I've got a small kitchen and my computer is right in the way of some of the main cabinets here. So we're gonna open the cheese. Oops. Try that again. We're gonna open the block of cheese here. And I know I could have bought shredded cheese, but it's cheaper to buy a block. And who knows what they put in that shredded cheese. Some of it looks like it's got plastic flakes or something in it. Who knows, you know. So I'm just going to cut my cheese slices here. I don't know if you can see me or not. I'm trying to put my cheese block where you can see it. And I'm just going to rip up my cheese into little chunks because when you put that on top of that potato soup and let it melt, boy. Just going to keep stirring my potato soup so it don't burn. Take a peek at my apple pie, just first S&Gs to see how yummy it looks. That way, when everybody comes in here to make them a plate, everything's already done for them. I don't want to sit down to take a break and my husband say, "Where's the cheese?" And because I didn't fry fresh bacon first, because the recipe says, you're supposed to fry the bacon first to cook the vegetables and everything in. I didn't do that because you're supposed to fry the bacon in this pot here and then take the bacon out and save it for the end of the soup to top your soup with. But because I saved our bacon grease from this morning and didn't want to, skip that step, we don't have any bacon to put on top. But that's okay. Like I said, not a big deal. You can always add whatever you want. If you had sliced ham that was already cooked up, like after Thanksgiving, that would be good too to throw in there. So I think I'm going to slice one more piece of cheese here. And chunk it up. Okay. Now, I think this has probably cooked long enough. Okay. I'm going to turn the fire off. And I'm going to let it sit for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes here. Oh, geez, my kids are in there yelling at the top of their lungs for me. When it's like, call for your daddy. He's not paying attention. He's not doing anything. Hip flipping mama. I am a Lakota Indian. Oh, really? Where's the Lakota Indians from? Geographically? Like the Midwest or the South? I don't think I've heard of that one. And here in Illinois, the Illini Indians, here natively, like they were originally here historically first. And I think the Cherokee were kind of close too, but maybe they bordered the Illini Indians territory, but it's been such a long time since I've studied history. South Dakota, the Black Hills. Oh, cool. Well, welcome from South Dakota to my country cooking here in Illinois. Most of the time when I cook, I like to cook country style because that's what I grew up eating, country style food. Okay. Give you another little peek here in the pot. You can see I've turned my fire off. And the heavy whipping cream gave it a nice cream color. And now I'm going to dip out a bowl to show you guys. Well, I might go ahead and dip out my kids' bowl so they can cool off and be ready for them. Chili dipper, where did you go? Here it is. So I know I just washed the chili dipper. Vintage Kellogg bowls. Did you ever see Elvis walking around Kalamazoo? I guess that's a joke for hip flipping mama, huh? Look how yummy that looks, right? Okay, so I'm going to get a little more broth put on top of there. Mmm, yummy, right? I'm going to throw a few pieces of chunk cheese in there for Joseph. Or Jolene, whoever gets this bowl. Okay. Look how yummy. How yummy that looks. Got such a terrible glare on my screen, I can't see anything. Look how yummy that looks. Mmm, look at that. I know, right? Flippin' Hustler. Okay, I'm divvying out the second bowl. I think this bowl is going to go to Jolene. Because I don't know if she's going to eat as much as he will. She's only 2.5, going on 3, so. Put a little more broth in there for her. Because the cheese will make it really thick. Like the cream did. Just FYI. For you guys out there that want to make this at home. That would fit. That wouldn't fit in my P.O. box. No. It came from the same brain of Latoya Indians as Crazy Horse. Oh, that's cool. I remember hearing about Crazy Horses. Okay, guys. Give you one more view of the potato soup in the bowl. And then I'm going to go tell my husband it's time to eat dinner, and we're going to eat Thrifty Christy. Wow. I know, right? She's a descendant of Crazy Horse. That's pretty cool. We're from the same line. So we're going to let that cool off, and then it's going to be time to eat for the kids. And I'm going to go ahead and make me a bowl. So I'm done. The potato soup is done, guys. What do you think? You've all given me a thumbs up, which I appreciate it. Food's on here. I see you guys just chatting in the side chat. But thank you guys for coming to join us live while we make potato soup today. And I definitely recommend this recipe. It's like a 5-star recipe for potato soup. Good job. Thanks, girl. Hip flipping mama, thanks. Crackers on the side. You can always add crackers on the side. Thrifty Christy, if you want. I just don't happen to have any today. What was I thinking? I don't know. On my grocery haul, I don't know. Or maybe the kids ate the crackers. But yeah, you could definitely put oyster crackers in it, like for chili, or Ritz crackers would be really good. But, all right, guys. I'm going to say thank you for liking my video. Give me some of that soup. I know, right? I'm ready to chow down, girl. Thanks for giving me thumbs up and liking my video and coming and hanging out with me. I'm going to be making more cooking videos to come, especially this winter when everything kind of dies down. So thanks for coming to join me. I'm going to sign off now, you guys. I'll see y'all later. Let me this hand. Thanks for coming. Subscribe and hit the little bell thing over there if you want to see when I go live next time. Have a great evening, everyone. Have a great evening, Todd. Have a great evening, Christy, Flippin' Mama, Chick Picker, if you're still out there. Thanks for subbing, Hip Flippin' Mama. I'll see y'all later. In somebody else's stream, probably. Bye. Food is done. Sorry if you still hear me talking. Bye, guys.